This is the introduction video to a 14-acre tract in Douglas County, Missouri. This is, I guess, technically Bobcat Hollow Tract 5. Like I said, it's a 14-acre tract. It's a really interesting property in that it has some really, really good stuff going for it, and then it has a couple things that are less good. So check it out. Check out the listing, but I think this will be really helpful. So on the plus side, the property has direct county road frontage, over 400 feet of direct county road frontage. It also does have frontage on an easement road on its other end. It has power either on it or within 20 or 30 feet. I mean, the power is just super, super close. Phone will be there as well. It's in an excellent location in Douglas County. It's close to some really usable cities, but it's also very secluded. It's close to Bryant Creek. It's close to North Fork River. It has a lot of good stuff going for it. Now, on the downside, the property's been recently logged. It was logged pretty heavily, and it has not had time to grow back yet. So this is basically the first winter since the property's been logged, and it does look rough. And the other thing that could be considered not so good on this property is it does have some steepness to it. So it slopes down off the county road. It's the lowest in the middle, almost like a valley area, and then it slopes back up on the north side. So let's do this. Let's switch this over to the topo map, and I think that'll show it really well here. So topo maps, they can be different, but most of the ones we use, each line indicates an elevation change of 20 feet. So, and the thick lines, all they are placeholders to show that that's a total 100-foot elevation change. So this would be the 1,300-foot line here. They're usually labeled. As we go down, that would be the 1,200-foot elevation above sea level, down to the 1,100-foot elevation. So what that is telling us is from this south end to the middle of the property, it's dropping about 140 to 150 feet. Now, it's certainly not a sheer drop, but it is fairly steep. It's walkable, but it is fairly steep. And then it rises back up as we go to the north end, and there it rises. Actually, it's pretty similar to the south side. There's a bit of a level area up here on the north end. Not much of a level area here on the south end. I mean, once you go north off the road, it starts dropping pretty much right there. Like I said, it's not steep. You can check out it's not a sheer drop, I should say. It could be considered steep. Everything that we saw looked like it was walkable as far as no bluffs or cliff faces, but not a flat property is what it boils down to. So if you're looking for something that's wide open and flat for a huge yard or for a pasture, you'll be disappointed by this property. If you're looking for something that has fairly good access as far as having the county road right to it, having power right there, having some nice views, and being in a great area, then yeah, this is a pretty decent property. So let's switch back. Okay, so we've got the gravel county road here on the south side, and this property actually does have frontage on an easement road on its north side, but, and there's a big but here, this is a very, very rough easement road. This is a minimum maintenance road. It always will be, and it goes up a pretty steep grade up to the top. So you definitely don't want to drive this in anything but a truck that you really don't care much about. Ideally, a four-wheeler or a side-by-side, because it is a really rough stretch of road. And you can check that out in the videos. I believe we do a video where we actually do drive a truck up to the top, but not fantastic. Okay, so actually, if you look right here, this indicates a really small creek bed, and there could be some springs on this. We haven't explored it. In the drone video, we tried to get down fairly close in the center, but we really couldn't. So certainly the topography indicates that there could be live springs here, but without checking physically checking, we have no idea. Looking at the topo map, this middle section here could be a really good place for a pond. I mean, you've got all this runoff that's going to come down here and accumulate. So if you were to put a dam here, you could probably have a pretty sizable pond. Okay. Okay, so this aerial I don't like because it shows it pre-logging. And probably all these aerials are going to be similar, but look at the drone videos in the listing because those are a very recent and very honest representation of this property. As we zip out a little bit, let's do this. Okay, we're going to go to Street Map. And this is the MapRide program. You'll find this in the listing, and we can email you the link for this as well. Ava, over here on the left side, is probably the closest regional town. To get to the property from Ava, you'll probably go north on 5 and cut east on Highway 76. I believe it's about 10 miles. Again, look at the listing to see for sure about that. But on 76, you'll come to Bryant Creek. 76 crosses Bryant Creek. You'll go, I believe it's about another mile, and that's when you'll take a left on the gravel road. Then follow the gravel road to the north. And then once you get up here, you'll see the gravel road make kind of a sharp 90-degree turn to the right, almost a 90-degree turn, and you'll see the property on the left. You can't miss it if you're driving out that way. Electric, like I mentioned already, is extremely close, if not on the property. Okay, so here's the southwest corner, and this is the power line right here, crossing over the county road. So either on the property or pretty darn close. So that's going to be available if and when you need it. Okay. Oh, let's do one more deal. Let's zoom way out. Love this area. I mean, you've got Mark Twain National Forest all over the place. In fact, on MapRide, I can turn on the public land layer, and it'll show Douglas County has some fantastic hunting. You've got a huge huge tracts of national forest over here to the east. Just a phenomenal area, kind of right in the center of everything we do. Is where this property is located. So here's the property in the middle. Again, you've got Ava to the southwest. To the northeast, you've got Mountain Grove, which is another fairly good-sized town. If you want to talk about bigger cities, you've got Springfield over here, a little over an hour to the west. Down here, you've got Branson. This is Bull Shoals Lake here, Norfolk Lake, West Plains over this way. I mean, you've got rivers, creeks, lakes. I mean, it's just a paradise for a year-round home or for a cabin or just a place to come and hunt or hang out with your kids a couple times a year. Really nice tract and good area. So yeah, check it out. One of the most reasonably priced tracts you'll see that has county road frontage and electric available and all that good stuff. If you have any questions, just let us know. You can get a hold of us at sales@InstantAcres.com. If this property is available, you'll see it on our website at www.instantacres.com.